Hi and welcome to my PlayHouse, and today I'm gonna continue work on my battery power bank here. In my previous video I showed that I had gotten 24 rather good but old and used batteries, and well, if downhill in a good way with the sun in your back, there might be 24 kilowatt hours of power in that bank, and I'm trying to install that. I did the first 8 batteries in the last video, but I still have like and mosquitoes. Oh, got it. But I still have 16 batteries that needs to go in shelf units like this, and over here I have a mess. We could just see that. There is a mess of stuff that I need to clear out before I can get those. Well, I have the shelf unit, I have to build that, but before I can get that in, I'll have to get rid of that mess. A lot of it is stuff that I really probably will never need, but a lot of it is also something that I've kept for nostalgic reasons. I got this charge controller. It's an MPPT charge controller. It's cute. I got in the comments from the last video that this was kind of meant for RVs and trucks and stuff, but I'm sure it will do this job just fine. I'm also building the 1 kilowatt hour lithium ion battery. Haven't gotten any further on that either, but that is in the next room. But today I'm gonna try and move stuff around and see if I can get the next shelf unit in here. Plus I need to take a couple of boxes off and raise I have to lower this and put in the next 4 batteries with some support and stuff. So let's get moving. Okay, so magically the batteries has moved over here to clear up this space so that I can move this out. I don't know why, but I get really tired when I use magic. Okay, another high burst of magic, and this corner is free. And the shelf unit and the electronics in there has shifted space with the shelves that are going up here. Whew, it's tough using all that in it. Magic. So I am debating myself if I want to put the shelf unit right here or if I want to put it in the corner. We need some lights here, don't we? Yeah, we do. There. If I put it in the corner in here, the batteries will be harder to get to, but they will be out of the way, and I'll get a spot in the middle here where I could hang up the electronics to control this, and I don't think that's a bad idea really. So I will try and start putting this shelf unit together. I'll start with the bottom unit. Whew, that magic. Cool. So these shelf units are not hard to put together, and they're pretty steady. This is half height so far. And I've measured out the height of it. I want it to be just as high as the next one over here, so to make them equal like that. And the next one up here, up there, well, I'm lowering this one, so I don't know yet how high this should be, but probably lowered 1 or 2, what do you call that? Well, 1 or 2 somethings. So I'm putting that together. And what you do, so here we have one of the shorter ones, and it has these thingies here that goes into to the slots on the legs. These are the legs, and these are the shelf unit spacers, holders, something, and they slide in there. This one was really easy. The other ones I had to persuade. So let's put this over here. This one needs to be turned around. Be careful not to hit the camera. And put over there. And I can put that down. Same height. It's very flimsy to start with, but the more shelf things here you put in, the more steady it will be. And I needed one in there because it's very flimsy in there. Okay, it actually seems like my floor in here is just a tiny bit out of plumb. Ever so slightly. It's a fucking joke, it's so much out of plumb. Yeah, I'll have to put something under these legs. Okay, piece of fiber drywall. And we will put that in. There. Now it's a bit more straight. And I've cut a couple of pieces for the batteries to sit on. And now I've cut them too long. That's a drag. Okay, they will magically become shorter. Okay, they became shorter, and the first roll of batteries has moved in over here. Yeah, this is how it looks. With lights and everything. So I'm gonna be connecting the batteries in the back here, those two and those two, and later I'll be connecting them up in the front. Okay, the first line of batteries has been mounted on the back, and I've been up cutting some wood because I've seen that the shells in these units, even though it's supposed to be able to handle 265 kilograms on each shelf here, well, the wood that comes with these shells, which is this kind of MDF thing, well, it starts sacking quite a bit under the load of the batteries. So I decided to put on some wooden thingies here to strengthen it just a little bit. And this one is just a tad too tall, but I'm sure when we put the next layer of batteries in, it will bow just a little bit, so everything will be fine. I think and hope. So yeah, I'm gonna give that just one screw in the middle so that it doesn't go anywhere. There we are. Good. And we'll give it a piece of this shelf thing. And right now it's floating just a little bit, so let's see if it won't stop doing that when I put some batteries on it. Okay, another 8,000 watt hours of batteries has 4,000 watt hours of batteries has been put into place. And I'm getting ready to put the next shelf on here and to measure out how much I have to move this one over here. That shelf, I'm moving that down 1 or 2 hacks, I don't know, but it's coming along nicely. But I must admit the magic is wearing out. I think I've changed my mind. If I measure from the floor and to the bottom of that shelf, that's about 34 centimeters. If I go up and measure from the bottom of the top of that shelf and up to the next shelf, that's about 34 centimeters as well. Even though this looks bigger, it's kind of the same thing. The batteries are sitting on that fiber drywall down there, but that's a centimeter or 1.5 centimeter. That's not a lot. I think we will do the same thing over here. Someone forgot to hammer that in place. I'll have a talk with him. Whew, they're heavy. Okay, 12 kilowatts of power available right there. And now I am gonna take one of these spare plates here and put on top of those. And I'm gonna move some of my boxes. I need to get these 4 boxes out of here, move them over there so that I can remove this shelf then. And we're gonna move the shelf here as well. Oh, I've already put in a pin here, so I just need the block that will keep it floating. And the hammer. There. And now we can put this back in. I think I'll take one of the new ones. They're straight on everything. And I'll clean everything just a little bit as I go. And I'm ready to put the batteries on that one as well. I have finished that shelf as well. And I've just made a little wire mess here. I've connected one of the banks, the top bank here. I have connected that, so we have a 48 volt battery bank, and I have a little fuse box here. This is a 20 amp fuse, and I have the charge controller up here. So I was going to try and turn this on and see if we can get some light in this thing. So well, you'll be on for the, let's see what happens. That was almost too easy. Up and running. We have power on the system. Failed. It does not see anything. It sees no solar panels. It sees the battery bank. Low. 7.9 volts. I have no idea what it's doing right now. So, well, 0 amps. Okay, so we have power on. I might just try and put the solar panels on now. Okay, I've just connected this up more or less just to make this video end on an interesting note. Now that I've been building battery shelves all day, and the controller is naked down here, no pants on, but it shows that it's a 48 volt system. And it recognizes that it's gel batteries, which is pretty cool that it sees that. The temperature sensor, I haven't plugged that in. Should I plug that in? Probably we could plug that in. I'm gonna plug that in. Okay, let's see what we see. We see voltage from the solar panels, 55.6-ish volts, dropping rapidly. Amps, there's no power coming in. It has produced 3 watt hours. It's late in the evening, and winter batteries are at 52 volts. 0 amps, 0 watt. Oh, actually 90 watts coming in. Cool. Battery. Let's see. I wanted to see the temperature. If it sees that anywhere. There, 20 degrees. That's kind of hot. I don't think it's 20 degrees down here. Oh, it might be. But the time, that is definitely not correct. 10 point something. Don't know what that is. Well, I have a lot of figuring out to do, I guess. Okay, I got a bit further on this project and I made a hell of a mess of my basement down here. But the batteries are in place on the shelves, and that was kind of the important thing. And I'm gonna go and disconnect this again because I don't want it to be running the next week. But next week, when you see this, I will actually be on vacation. It's a normal holiday here in Denmark. We call it autumn vacation, autumn holiday. It's week number 42, and it's pretty normal to take that week off. And I have so much extra work that I need to burn off. So I'll probably be playing with this in the autumn break. So thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again continuing this, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.